So I would like to suggest that this is a celebration of nothing. This is a celebration of what is and is not. This is a celebration of what is already. Total, absolute, stark simplicity and freedom. Abundant because there's nothing else other than this. It's so, in a way, buoyantly, boundlessly this, really. The essential nature of what's being exposed, we could say, is just that there just is this. It's dynamically, immediately this, really. There's nothing else other than this. Everything is this. Whatever is said or heard or felt, perceived, interpreted is dynamically, freshly, immediately this. It's so timeless. It's so starkly total that it's impossible to navigate, to know, to relate to. There's no application involved in that. There's nothing to be done about that. There's no process to go through at all. There's no momentum or stagnation in this totality of immediacy. No movement or stillness. Unpolarized. Unpolarized. And it doesn't pair up to something else. This does not relate to anything because it's everything. That's what this word means. This. The word this is everything. And there's nothing to point to. There's nothing even to really point out. There's just this. The words are just this wording. There's no sense that this is being explained or elaborated on or described at all. There is only the positionless utterance of all that is. And the amazing thing about that is that the positionless utterance is so total all by itself that nothing else is hearing, nothing else is on the receiving end of that. There's nothing to step apart or away from the positionless utterance of this song, crying out in and as everything. The positionless utterance is not meant to be confined to or limited to these very words. No, everything is positionless utterance. Everything is positionless utterance. The trees, the nature, the wilderness, the sensations, the beating of the heart, the apparent chi, prana, or life force energy that runs through every single organism. All there is prana. All there is energy. It's boundless. It has no limitation. It can appear to be limited, of course. If it couldn't appear to be limited, it wouldn't be unlimited. So all apparent limited appearances, all apparent finite or conditioned appearances is the infinite. It is the limitless. It is the unconditional totality of whole, boundlessly expressing as that, without a cause, without reason, without a purpose. The incomprehensible spouting of that dynamic freedom without an intention to change absolutely anything. Too liberating for any kind of narrow or confined or restricted path to go somewhere, to imagine an outcome or a conclusion, a destination to reach in the future. There's no such thing, not without storytelling. The future and the past only seem to live in a story. And there's nothing wrong with stories, of course. They're great fun. I mean, many of us like to, read books and watch movies and talk about the day. but the story is fickle. It's in a way, it's just irrelevant, wonderfully irrelevant. That doesn't mean that that needs to get be gotten rid of course. There's no need. The stories happen or they don't, but without the storytelling, what else is there other than what's naturally, simply, and immediately appearing to happen? Nothing. Absolutely complete all by itself. Total unconditional love. And so a particular perception could seem to appear, and in the boundlessness is so boundless that it could appear to say, no, that's not the way it is. A boundless appearance could seem to uh, appear as a disagreement, as boundedness, as a claim or an assertion that no, there is something else. I just don't know where it is, or I just don't know when it is yet. And that's freedom too, the freedom of the storyteller and the storytelling and the imagined destinations and depictions that this could seem to take on as a place in space and time, a moment or a millimeter away from now and here. Well, there is no here and now and there and then, really. There are no things to be here and now or there and then. No separate things. No separate things. Just this. Just this immediacy. Whatever is apparently being seen or felt or touched or tasted, smelled, perceived in any sense is immediacy. It is total immediacy, but there is no suchness or substance there. There is no thing and there is no there. It has no spatial quality, really, not without an allusion to say otherwise. No separate things, no separation, and no separate things. Immediacy, completely incomprehensibly immediate. And that's all there is. That's all there is. But in the freedom of this, the dream can seem to feel here, and there can seem to be there. If there's a here, there is by default and definition a there. And if there is a now, then there is by default and definition a then. And this is the artificial reality, we could say, that there's a sense and a perception and an energetic quality of feeling here and feeling now, and then relating to an imagined there and then. And the here is not really happening, and the now is not really happening. But as though it really feels like here and now is happening, then it really feels like separation is fundamental. It is absolutely essential, and it is the truth. And so, in that bubble, the artificial bubble, the simulation of separation, there seems to be here-ness where I am, an energy which could seem to appear to claim that it's a person, an entity, an individual, or a self. And then all other perceptions seeming to arise objectively. Whatever sights, sounds, smells, tastes, textures, thoughts, feelings, ideas, memories, anything is seemed to be objectified. And they all seem to be distant. They all seem to be floating around in the ether of someone's permanent awareness. And through that objectified reality gives the sense of spatiality and continuity, that there's a now where I am and where I exist or where I stick out, and there's a then that I'm moving towards. So if you imagine that this bubble, this artificial simulated bubble of me is like the orange figure on Google Maps, and everywhere else is where I'm not. And it feels like it's moving around through space and through time. Like I could watch this reality unfold before me and see the ever-changing nature of everything I perceive. I'm watching memories and thoughts and ideas. I'm watching sensations and perceptions change, come, go, shift. And that is the way it seems to be. And it seems to have misinterpreted that as a continuous reality. It feels like that is true, and that there are things coming and going. They're changing in my perception, in my awareness. I am the one constant of this reality, but everything else seems to be coming, going, changing, shifting, etc. And of course, also what seems to be really felt as well as interpreted is that little that little orange figure in the Google Maps is an autonomous figure, that it's an autonomous creature moving the body up and down, left and right. It's flexing and extending from all of the joints and the muscle. It's choosing what to say, it's choosing how to think, choosing what to believe or not believe, choosing to scratch its ear and everything. And it's obviously not real. I mean, I say obviously. I mean, there is no one to know that it's obvious. Again, we talked a little bit about that yesterday, but it's not objectifiably obvious, but it's obvious that there's just no control. There's no controller. The bubble, the orange figure is not really there on the map. It's a simulation. And in its own storyland, the storyland of continuity, autonomy, individuality, awareness, spatial location, grow the stories of meaning and purpose. The stories that seem to have meaning and purpose within them. Meaning of what this is all about, where it came from and where it's going, whatever it might be, whether it's the universe or, paradise, heaven and hell, the kingdom of God, the cosmos, it's always about something. And the story demands something else. That this is going to fulfill some kind of purpose or destiny. And of course, naturally, in the married up with all of the other misperceptions, particularly autonomy, it's seemingly felt as really personal, meaningful, important, significant, and perhaps even serious. And it's like that bubble needs to be alert. It needs to be on the ball. It needs to make the right choices to go or to steer this reality in the right direction. With choice, it seems like there's such a burden setting into this total, and it's like there has to be someone here, and that someone here has to be steering, has to be directing, and perhaps course correcting even. And that is obviously part of the dream. And also part of that dream is the interpretation of cause and effect. That this reality is having consequences, and that my actions with my free will and choice have personal and collective consequences. They that this reality is to some extent under my control, therefore is projecting its illusions and misconceptions onto a world, and I mean a world in the absolute universal sense, not just a planet, but believes that it has some kind of influence and control over the entire appearance. And it's completely nonsense. In fact, we could say it's complete nonsensical dream stuff. Wonderfully, divinely naive stories about who is here, what is here, and why it's here, and who's going to do something about it, as though something is actually wrong. Well, all of that is thrown in the bin, I'm afraid. The bathwater is thrown out of the window and the Buddha goes out with it. Sorry, did I say Buddha? I meant baby. A separate deity, entity, enlightened figure, a guru, a sage, a yogi, a priest, There are no separate people to know better or worse. There are no separate people to ascend, transcend, or descend. There are no separate people to influence or control this appearance. There are no separate people to be enlightened or attain enlightenment, and there are no separate people to remain unenlightened or endarkened. There are no separate people at all. There is only boundless energy, and we could say playfully and poetically so, that boundless energy could pretend to be bounded energy. Well, that makes no difference because difference and mattering are relative. Well, relativity is separation. This relates to that. Well, if relativity is separation and separation is illusory, it makes no difference, doesn't mean anything, and absolutely does not matter. So all of these claims and assertions that something needs to happen, that there is someone, that someone can do something and in fact needs to do something, are completely exposed without compromise and without force either. There's no reality to that whatsoever. And even the assertion or claim that someone is happening that could no longer be happening is also gloriously denied and rejected. There is nothing that needs to happen. In this natural reality, nothing needs to happen, nothing needs to change, nothing needs to stay the same, nothing needs to be different. There is only the naturalness. And every imagined perception and sensation, all of what was apparently deemed positive, negative, or neutral, is all gloriously welcome, not by anyone or anything. It is welcome by no one relating to it, by no one having it and saying, oh, I like that or I don't like that. Nothing needs to be different. Even the claim that something needs to be different does not need to be different. So any pain or angst, terror, fear, loss, grief, tragedy, sorrow, shame, whatever is seeming to appear, there's nothing wrong with any of it. There's nothing wrong. Nothing is a problem, nothing is an obstacle. There are no hindrances because there is no path to get past them. All of this is naturally, vibrantly being what it is. Again, without cause, without rhyme, without reason. And that is the total stark liberation that was always longed for. But a dream in its imagined realm of orientation is trying to bargain with the nature of the appearance on its own terms, and so it wants liberation on its own terms. But liberation, being so liberated and free, is unconditional. That can't possibly be bargained with. It can't be navigated or negotiated. It's too total, too free for limitation and conditionality. So there simply is no goal. There's no objective, there's no outcome. Anyone who thinks that, coming to this meeting or this celebration or any other meeting or celebration and is going to have some kind of, liberation event in time where everything is open and free, it's mistaken. It's mistaken. There's no event to wait around for. There's no new experience to be revealed. There's no state to make progression towards or away from. This is already the absolute, singing out and crying out in and as everything. And the illusion is already not really happening. It's in a way not even worth talking about, therefore, even though we talk about it for the fun of stories. And waiting may be seeming to happen or not. Seeking wanting, expecting, may seem to be appearing to happen, apparently, supposedly, or not. It doesn't matter. Seeking is not an obstacle. Seeking is the claim that there's an obstacle. It is not itself an obstacle. There aren't any. There's just this. It's never not been this. It's never not been anything other than what's immediately appearing to happen. And that can't possibly be made clear enough or emphasized enough through these apparent words or any other words. It's too immediate for process. It's too simple for imagination. It's too ordinary and too natural for application, navigation, negotiation, or destination. There's only this. Only this. So we can talk around this, about this, so to speak, playfully, directionlessly, and aimlessly heading nowhere. Like children in the playground, no intention, no agenda, nothing to figure out, find out, just play. Aimless play, which is the best kind. If anything, it is the only kind. Aimlessness.
Hi, Alexis.
Hello, love.
Um, the me is the illusion. So, well, can you talk about like the narrative? Because this is part of the illusion, or is it uh well, or is it like um it's like I know nothing is happening, but there's still that one thing to know.
Mm, mm.
Oh,
Wanting to know or
it
not,
doesn't make any difference whether what answer.
you know. In a way, it's a big, unconditional, glorious, celebratory, so what?
Really, yes. Oh.
Mm,
It doesn't matter.
yeah,
Nothing matters.
yes.
Everything is embraced.
Mm, yes. Mm.
So what's the need, what's the need to know or understand or
It's,
whatever?
yeah, so the need to know, it seems to be about what's next, really. Somehow or
Mm.
other, it
Mm.
seems to be about orientation. You see, that we talk about orientation in a few different ways. Orientation in time, which is I'm now, I'm not then, I am now, I'm located in now. And that orientation is codependent on the then, which I'm not in yet. So yet and still, like we said yesterday, yet and still relate to a then which doesn't actually exist. And if then doesn't exist, now doesn't exist. So that's that divine disorientation clipped. And the orientation of spatial location is also divinely destroyed through the exposure that here is an illusory bubble energy of feeling located in a separate body. So now the body is a thing located in space, and everywhere that the body is not, even a, you know, tenth of a millimeter away is distant. And that's an illusion. Spatial location of being here, embodied, felt as right here. That's not happening. So if there's no here, there really is no there. That's divine disorientation of spatial location. And the third orientation could be said to be subject-object. So that is on every level. So everything that seems to be an object, including thoughts, ideas, and memories, imagination, planning, any abstraction or analyzing of any kind, whether it's seemingly neurological or sensational, is also an orientation. If it seems like a separate sensation is happening, then it must be surely within someone's subjective awareness. Well, that subject isn't there to be aware of the sensation, and so the sensation isn't really there either. It's not there, there's no there, because there's no here where it's distant from. Well, then, if there's no here where I am and there where the sensation is, there's no distance, there's no orientation within space, time, consciousness, or experience. Well, then what does that leave? Immediacy, nothing. Nothing knows already. There's already no knowing. There's no distance for there to be knowing.
It's like a boat, and the motor went off, but it's still
Yeah,
like going.
yeah.
It's like the conditioning because here the knowing was so
Mm,
really, really strong,
mm,
really, really strong.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Thanks. Mhm.
Spanner has been thrown into the engine.
Hmm. It's like nothing's left.
Yeah. Nothing left. Nothing right.
Thank you, Alexis.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I just want to say that I have actually nothing to say.
Oh, nothing to say.
Really nothing to say. Well, but I'm gonna start 5 minutes of free fall, so it's
Oh, you're
30
doing the 5 minute free fall again.
free traditional free fall.
Oh, it's traditional. Gosh.
So yeah, from yesterday. So 1440 stops.
So say again, sorry, love.
So 1440, I the free fall is
Okay.
stops.
Okay. All right then.
So actually, I am.
Hey, how's this? I challenge you to do 5 minutes of free fall without laughing. How's that?
Yeah, okay.
I'll try not to make silly faces along the way.
So actually, and every smile costs me €5 extra for your donation.
Oh, really? Wait,
Yeah.
if I make you smile or laugh?
Yes.
Yeah, that might be difficult because yesterday my deadpan sense of humor was going through you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
No, we start from now.
Oh,
Really?
that's not fair. It's
No,
13:36 on the clock there. You were only one
no.
minute in.
We start from now.
That's not fair.
So actually, well, not really actually. So I am there, but I am not there, right?
Where's there exactly?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There is no there for me to be. We see me and here are synonymous. To say there's no one here is hard. Again, it's one of those halfway statements. Me and here are synonymous. They are the same energy. So if there's no here, there's no me, and that's why I mean literally. I'm talking literally as well as figuratively, that here dies with the dream. Here, there's no here without me, there's no me without here. So the whole orientation in space is literally falling apart, and energetically as well, we could say. Yeah. Energetically, that is felt, for want of a better word. It's palpable. And it's also undeniable, as though that really was percolating and seeming to set into for an organism which is also losing its sense of spatiality. Still has the ability to like move its arms and kind of understand, how high the hand is, for example, but it doesn't feel like it's actually positioned in space. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, very clear.
Now, you can't
5 euro.
start over again. That one
No,
definitely
you
can't.
have €5 extra.
I celebrate. I worked hard for my money, huh?
But actually, smiling is very nice. So
Yeah, it's all right, isn't it?
yeah, it's all right. It's not a label, all right or not all right. It's a lot of fun to smile. But okay, it's a nice challenge.
Yeah, you did well, considering you cheated. Yeah, you did. It.
I really don't dare to say anything.
Oh,
Yeah, nice. Well, nice to see you here and everybody again on the second
like-
day of
likewise.
celebration.
How was your singing yesterday, by the way?
Very nice.
Oh,
So I love to sing, Even there was a new man. He was playing
oh.
violin, and it was so beautiful.
Yes, the violin is quite
Yeah,
amazing.
really,
Quite.
with combination with guitar and djembe, it was really
Mm, yeah.
But violin is very, yeah, it's so deep,
Mm, mm. Yes, really penetrates the heart body. Yeah.
really. Yeah.
Mm.
So, yeah, 5 minutes is over of free fall, chosen free fall. So I can smile right now. Yeah.
Well, you did say it started over actually from 1336, so you've actually got one more minute, I think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you want to say that you want the 5 euro? It's not €5, but it's 10.
10.
Yeah, because I was smiling in the middle, right?
Yeah, true.
So what is now, 5 or 10? Because I don't know how much I have to pay you that.
5.
5 or 10? Five, okay.
Yeah.
Five extra, right? Of course.
5 extra.
Yeah, five extra above the donation from because
Oh, sorry, 5 euro. Yeah, €5. Yeah.
yeah, €5.
Oh, okay.
But every smile costs me €5
Every
extra
smile.
above the donation. But the challenge is over, so
Oh, gosh, I didn't know the rules and regulations. I would have worked harder if I knew that.
well, you thought it was just €5, €5. No, of course, I said from start it was €5 every smile above the
Oh,
regular donation.
I thought it was just once. Yeah.
No, of course not. So what do you mean by once?
Just I thought I would just get one extra donation, but now I know.
No,
I feel a
no,
bit
it's
silly
the
now.
regular donation and the €5 extra for the smile.
Yeah, you see, when it comes to like rules and regulations and reading paperwork and stuff, it's not my strong suit. So
Yeah, but this it's not paperwork. It's nobody to nobody. It's
yeah,
not paperwork.
mm, next time maybe.
Next time. Well, but we're gonna do another challenge. So thank you, because yeah, nothing to say.
Thank you. Dankjewel. Total unconditional love. Blowing to smithereens the existential questions and the need behind them to figure something else out or go somewhere or make a desired outcome. And the weightiness and the seriousness that once upon a time seemed so tragically personal. And the demand for something else something to change or happen. Gloriously blown to smithereens. Needless freedom, never not this, only seemed to be disguised by the one looking for it. But more importantly, can I see Mishka, please? There he is. Look at that. Goodness gracious. What a beauty. He looks very relaxed. So here we are, apparently in the dream, running around looking for Zen masters and sages and yogis who have attained to siddhis, when right this whole apparent time, there's masters all over the place. Just like Mishka.
It's funny because he looks dead, you know? The eyes are open, but he looks dead. He doesn't move.
He's in samadhi. Yeah, he's in like I think he's in quite a high stage of samadhi right now.
Yeah, and yeah, always feel like kind of full when there is silence to speak, but it's really not necessary at all.
Mhm.
Yeah, like you need to do something.
Yes, yeah, that need, yeah, can seem quite potent sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, like I am not in comfort when I am not speaking of if I am not moving.
Hmm. I
But
mean, hmm.
yeah.
That could be from the energy of needing something to happen, or it could just be the inclination of a body that really likes to move and be active. Yeah, it's not necessarily a strongly a symptom, an apparent symptom of seeking or existential.
No, no. I don't feel like this, but it feels like, yeah. Actually, it's very nice to
Yeah.
don't, yeah, yeah. Challenge is over, right? Just to be sure.
I thought you said 20 minutes, 15 minutes ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, see, like this. I want to be silent, but it speaks.
Yeah. Well, there's no more or less.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And everything is okay or not okay. So
Unconditionally, yeah.
exactly. So it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, nice to be silent.
Silence and sounding. All the
Yeah,
play.
exactly.
All the play. Aimless play.
Yeah. So so actually, you can move, you can talk, you can not talk, you can move your hands, and it's all freedom, all without thinking. And yeah.
All freedom, yeah.
And also to move without comments, yeah.
What do you mean by comments?
Yeah, sometimes when um did you not it's not comments, but for example, when I turn left or right, oh yeah, I have to look there because there is something.
Oh, yeah, the storytelling, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just purposeless, utterly
Yeah,
purposeless.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. Love it, really.
yeah. Just complete purposelessness.
Yeah, exactly.
Purposelessness. How about that? That's a good word.
Please repeat.
Purposelessness.
Purposelessness. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. For me, it's really freedom. It feels free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for now.
Thank you.
And also what I like about this is that I really don't know what I'm gonna say.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.
Who
Um,
knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
yeah, yeah. Sometimes, when you're gonna say something, you're prepared because you want to say this or that, but it's here, I really don't know at all.
No, no one does. It's total madness. Chaos, heading nowhere, unpredictable, total
Yeah,
sporadic spontaneity and immediacy. Yeah, that's all there is.
exactly. And
Beautiful.
then I think, well, we are talking about something I really don't know what I can say about it, or is that really my point, what I want to make? But it's also no nonsense. It's also, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And even we don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, yeah, it's just babble. It's just
Yeah.
babble. Yeah, pure playful babble.
Yeah. But that's the thing. That's so nice. So that's what I meant when I asked you yesterday the question, if there, because this is all called, right, non-duality. But you can also give the title talking about life,
Life.
of talking, or I really don't know. But it seems like it's non-duality, so it seems like you have to talk about me and not me, and
Yeah, there's no content really in the words and there's no value in them. there's apparent clarity in them, but that's about it, and that doesn't
Yeah,
mean
yeah,
anything. Yeah, it's just uttering. Yeah. The
exactly.
words aren't related to, they're not grasped, they're not held on to by anything or anyone. It's just positionlessness.
Exactly. So if I'm gonna talk about really mean really nothing, so it can be right. I don't have to ask you questions about the me and not me and
You
am
don't
I
have to
there?
do
Am I
anything.
not there? Huh?
Don't have to
Sorry?
do anything. Yeah. And don't have to not do anything either.
Yeah, this is a very serious question.
Oh, yeah, I could tell, yeah.
Yeah.
None of it matters, None of it is there to matter, and there's no one to matter to. So it's just this. Anything else is just
Yeah.
unnecessary complication.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I like it so much. I I think I was selling in 15 minutes 300 times. I like it.
Yeah, that's quite a few times. Do I get $1 for each time? Sorry, €1 for each time.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time in the challenge.
All right then.
In the next time of free fall. Well, thank you for now.
Thank you for now. Let's pause here for the recording.